Just something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. Call 800-845-5191. Don't wait. Call now.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the lawsuit to shut down the Line 5 pipeline is speeding up as it moves back to state court. We'll have the latest on what that could mean. Plus, an important safety meeting for Upper Peninsula farmers. We'll hear what they all went over. And a fishing tournament in Marquette this morning that couldn't be stopped due to the weather. We'll have some highlights from the South Shore Fishing Association's annual Women's and Kids Tournament. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Air, I heard some pretty big booms earlier today, but no rain since then. How are things shaping up for the rest of the day?
Was it the enemy marching band practicing?
Possibly.
We do have some isolated showers and thunderstorms rolling through the Upper Peninsula the past couple of hours. That's going to continue this evening, maybe extending into our Saturday. Look at the shoreline down in Manistee along Lake Michigan. We've got some chances of showers and thunderstorms, especially around 7 p.m., kind of disappearing till 1 a.m. And like I said, that's going to continue into our Saturday. I'll time it out as well as some event planners for you after the break.
All right, thanks, Air. And a 35-year-old woman is facing charges in Dickinson County after allegedly stealing a taxi yesterday in Norway. A high-speed chase began after police received a report of the stolen cab around 4:30 p.m. Police put out an alert when the vehicle didn't stop, and the taxi was later spotted in Iron Mountain. This prompted the high-speed pursuit involving several law enforcement agencies. The officers used spike strips to stop the vehicle on the highway as it headed back into Norway, leading to the woman's arrest. She faces fleeing and eluding police and motor vehicle theft charges. A utility-scale solar project planned for Dickinson County is making progress. The Michigan Public Service Commission approved a power purchase agreement between Circle Power Renewables, the company behind the project, and UPCO for the Groveland Mine Solar Facility. The agreement allows UPCO to buy renewable energy from 62.5 megawatts of the solar project, which is owned by a subsidiary of Circle Power, Copper Country Power, LLC. The agreement is expected to generate enough electricity to power the equivalent of approximately 12,000 homes in the Upper Peninsula. According to the project website, construction is anticipated to begin in 2027, with the facility operational by 2028. And you can read more about this right now on WZMQ19.com. And the lawsuit to shut down Enbridge's Line 5 pipeline has been sent back down to state court. The 2019 case filed by Michigan's Attorney General Dana Nessel will now be heard in the 30th Circuit Court in Ingham County. Legal experts say the movement back down to a state court will most likely be in Nessel's favor and will also speed up action in the case that has been stalled for almost 5 years.
The hope is that things will begin to, pick up this year. We'll go back to our normal schedule of briefings and trial and so on. So I would imagine we'd see some pretty significant action over the next year.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more from legal experts on how the move could impact future action in the case. Today, an event at the UP State Fairgrounds educated farmers, foresters, and first responders on critical safety information and equipment. WZMQ 19 Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
I know a couple friends that got hurt, and response, they didn't know what to do. How do I take a PTO off? How do I shut the tractor off? That sort of thing.
That's what inspired the inaugural Upper Peninsula Farm Bureau Safety Summit. The day began with keynote speeches by State Senator Ed McBroom and Representative Dave Preston, followed by demonstrations by certified instructors from across the country.
CPR lessons, fire suppression, fire cleanup, pesticide cleanup, and how to do it properly. If you help rescue some person, save a life, or minimize damage to the person, we're successful. And hopefully they'll never ever use it.
Hensley Consulting Services of Alabama brought a confined space simulator.
We train industrial firefighters all over the nation. We've got vertical and horizontal entries that can be made. No matter the shape, size, we can actually recreate a real confined space that they have on their organization.
With responders who are trying to help, often becoming part of an emergency themselves, this training can be life-saving.
95% of the people dying in confined spaces are what could have been rescuers, but due to lack of knowledge, lack of leadership training, they're unaware of a lot of these hazards. So we want to be able to bring these hazards to them, recreate them, and teach them how not to become that victim.
And with the harvest season quickly approaching, organizers say there's no better time to share this information with those working the land and those coming to their rescue.
People are really getting pressured with weather and stuff because of our short season, so this is when accidents really happen. People start putting longer hours in. You might get a little more rainy weather, people slip, bad things can happen. We want everybody to be prepared.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
150 anglers hit the waves of Lake Superior around Marquette today to try and reel in the biggest fish. South Shore Fishing Association had its annual women's and kids fishing tournament this morning. The 16 boats competed for 3 different categories: largest salmon, largest trout, and total weight of their 3 largest fish. The tournament was supposed to go until 2 this afternoon, but was canceled early due to weather concerns, but everyone still had a good time.
Obviously, the weather didn't cooperate with us as great as we wanted it to, but we got 4 hours of fishing in, so that constitutes a tournament for us. So we were able to get it in and give some money away and get out on the lake.
Congratulations to Team Slay and Filet for winning first place combined weight category. Tune in tonight at 11:10 Central to hear what some of the competitors had to say about their tournament experience. And your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, the Upper Goddess is back. She shows us some new uses for a part of corn that you may usually throw out. We're back after this.
So my name's Andrew Lovins. I'm a donor greeter at Goodwill in Marquette, Michigan. Goodwill has been the longest, steadiest job I've had ever. When I first moved to Marquette, I was kind of homeless and just got an apartment, and I was looking for jobs everywhere, and I just thought Goodwill would be the place for me. But Goodwill helped me a lot of different ways. I'm in good hands, and yeah, got a roof over my head, and that's all I care about.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're our
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
The Upper Peninsula's home for the talk, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here. It's our Labor Day mattress sale. You know, it's one of our biggest mattress sales of the year. All our bedding manufacturers are offering big discounts. Not just one mattress, but on every mattress. All the latest models are here for you to try. All in different comfort levels, firm, plush, or pillow top, from Serta, Sealy, Stearn & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic. And for added comfort, add a matching power adjustable base at big discounts too. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 first warning weather with Air Stasic.
We've got some cloudy conditions for this evening and those chances of showers as well. Our temperatures right now in the 70s. We'll expect to drop down into the 60s for the evening, so a little bit warmer than what we saw last night. Current conditions showing we've got some isolated thunderstorms basically over Delta and Schoolcraft counties. Could be heading towards Sault Ste. Marie around 7 p.m. there, but again, some of these showers could be dying out as we get further into the evening. Now, for the next 3 days, we've got likely likely chances, or I should say better chances of showers on our Saturday than Sunday. We're expecting to dry up for Sunday and even Monday. And then we've got temps on the rise, as well as those humid summer conditions joining that party. Tonight, like I said, those temps in the 60s and cloudy conditions expected, or at least mostly cloudy skies for the majority of us here. Now, the Saturday market in Marquette, yes, we do have some chances of showers in the afternoon as we get further into that Saturday market, but overall it should be kind of a crisp one, if you will. In Iron Mountain, we'll start with partly sunny skies. We'll see some clouds rolling in, and then, of course, chances of showers there. Escanaba's market starts at 9 a.m., and we'll start with some clouds again. We'll get a little bit warmer as we get further into the day. No surprise there. And then those muggy conditions, if we have some muggy moments, starting in that afternoon. Okay, so we have, like I said, sprinkles here this evening, and then eventually that's going to dry out. We could have some clear skies to start on our Saturday. Mostly sunny skies are expected overall, and then some chances of showers in the afternoon. Most of that precipitation, if we have any, is expected to be over here on the east half. The north coast, northwest coast, expecting to stay a little bit drier, and these showers could be eventually ending there around 8 p.m., 9 o'clock in the evening. Sunday, again, mostly sunny skies. Maybe a pop-up sprinkle or two, but overall very dry conditions, and it is going to get quite hot. All right, take a look here at what we're expecting for our Sunday. Houghton around 85 degrees. Iron Mountain not too different than that. Will be around 83 in Marquette. But on Monday, that's when we're expecting our hottest day for next week, peaking at around 86 degrees. If that is too warm for you, maybe head to Crystal Falls tomorrow. We're expecting a high of around 80 degrees. We'll start with some patchy fog, and then we've got partly to mostly sunny skies for the day. Again, some chances of precipitation into the evening, hopefully ending by around 8 p.m., but patchy fog expected to roll in overnight there. In Marquette, like we talked about, we've got some very warm temperatures before we dip back down into the 70s next week.
All right, thanks very much, Aaron. Coming up on Insights, we're live at Black Rocks Brewery in Marquette, where they're joined by Northern Michigan University, celebrating 125 years of the college. We're back in 2 minutes.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
For most people, their second biggest purchase is their vehicle.
It matters what you buy and who you buy it from.
Selection matters.
Riverside has 7 dealerships and 10 different brands.
Certified matters. Shop our huge inventory of certified vehicles at riversidehasit.com. Trade-in values matter.
Riverside gives you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us.
Selection, quality, and price. What matters to you matters to us at Riverside Auto Group.
Need to get from point A to point B quickly, efficiently, safely? The Marquette County Transit Authority is your ticket to ride. Friendly drivers operate clean, blue and white buses throughout Marquette County 365 days a year. Seniors 60 plus ride free every Wednesday. For information about routes and tickets, click on marktran.com. We keep you moving. Marquette Transit.
Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is
Texas,
baby,
newlyweds,
family,
working class,
tires,
tired, in-laws,
boots,
yeehaw,
relatable,
y'all,
tumbleweeds,
funny,
sexy,
twang. That's pretty
good.
From the brains behind The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you start a career in the broadcasting industry? Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. For Insights tonight, we're headed to Black Rocks Brewery. They're collaborating with Northern Michigan University to help celebrate their 125th anniversary. And standing by is WZMQ's John Truitt to show us how they're celebrating. Hey, John.
Hey, Kevin. We are here at Black Rocks Brewery, and it is quite the party. A combination of alumni, tourists, locals, and just beer lovers. We're here for the unveiling of Wildcat Gold, a lager beer that is made in conjunction with the university, and it's here to celebrate our Quasquicentennial, which is 125 years. Joining me now is Dave Nyberg. He's the Executive Director of Community Development and Business Integration, or Business Engagement.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. What you're seeing happening here.
Yeah, Dave, tell me about the process to get this beer to this point.
Yeah, well, it's Northern Michigan University's 125th anniversary. As you said, what is it, the Quasquicentennial?
Quasquicentennial.
I love it.
I had to write it on a note.
And we were talking with our friends at Black Rocks Brewery, which is a Wildcat alumni-owned business here in Marquette, about how we can help work together to celebrate this really memorial celebration. So we talked about creating a co-branded product, which became Wildcat Gold Lager.
How long did the process take? I mean, was this in the works for quite a while?
I think, like most fun ideas, it started as a conversation. I think we were talking at a hockey game about how great it would be if we were able to co-produce a beer here that celebrated what it means to be a Wildcat, and also give back to students. This portion of the revenue from the proceeds of sales of Wildcat Gold comes back to support student access and recreation, which is important for NMU's mission that's focused on wellness and healthy recreation. So it's just a fun project. It was a really fun project working with Andy Langley, who's an NMU alum, David Manson, his business partner, Steve Farr, who's also an NMU alum, and so many of the team here at Black Rocks. And today is a really fun day because we get to celebrate what that collaboration means.
Yeah, I mean, beer is sort of the international language of having fun, especially here in Marquette. Are there any future projects that you could think of that may fall into this category?
I think it's important to recognize NMU is a really community-engaged university. I mean, we really enjoy partnering with businesses and organizations here in Marquette, whether it's the Fresh Coast Film Festival coming up here in October, or the UP 200 in February, or a business collaboration like Wildcat Gold. We really enjoy the opportunity to bring people together. Wildcat Gold's a connecting point for alumni to enjoy and come together and celebrate what it means to be a Wildcat.
So where can we get Wildcat Gold?
Well, for this first run, it's going to be only available exclusively here at the Black Rocks Pub on 3rd Street in Marquette, or any event at NMU, whether it's a football game, the MSU NMU basketball game exhibition that's coming up in October, or any of the hockey games coming up at the Berry this winter. We're really excited to be able to offer Wildcat Gold. And I should also mention, at the Wildcat Den on campus, you can get Wildcat Gold if you're interested.
That's fantastic. And it gives you a great opportunity to showcase what Northern can do off the field, off the ice, when they want to collaborate with a town. I'm sure we'll be jealous. They'll be jealous.
That's right. It was so great. We had the marching band here tonight. We had, Andy and David and Steve talking about what this project meant. We had President Tessman talking about what the 125th anniversary means. And it's just really great to see so many friends and alumni here at Black Rock celebrating the 125th, kick off what's going to be a really great fall.
All right, Dave, thank you so much for talking to us tonight. That's it from Black Rocks Brewery. I'm going to go in and see how people like this new Wildcat Gold Lager. I'll send it back to you, Kevin, in the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, John. And on Monday, we sit down with the Iron Ore Heritage Trail Administrator for a look at the newly completed Negaunee Marshland Boardwalk project. That's Monday on 19 News Insights. And now it's time to hear from the Upper Goddess. Lori shows us a unique way to use every bit of your corn.
Hi, it's all about corn today.
Yep.
So I'm gonna show you, Dean, you sent me a video about freezing corn, and I used to take it off the cob. I used to blanch it, and it was so much work. But you showed me this video where you cut the ends off, right? And you have a nice corn here, and it fits perfect in an 11-inch food saver bag. And then you know, do your food saver thing on it, or just put it in a freezer bag, is fine. But we did eat one last night, hey?
Yep.
I had froze it for 4 days because I wanted to check and make sure that it would work. And it was really good, hey?
Yeah.
So I want to show you another thing about the corn, which is the annoying silk, you know? Everyone's like, oh, see that silk? The silk actually has vitamin K, potassium, calcium, magnesium. It's good for arthritis and the gout and overactive bladder. So what I do is I gather all the silk, like you could fill this, and you can make you could boil 3 cups of water and pour the boiling water, make sure this is heat safe, pour boiling water over it and let it sit for about 5 hours, right? And you end up with a tea kind of, but I put it in the refrigerator. So when I was coming back from the fair, I saw a sign that said sweet corn and I spiked my face. And I bought 3 dozen corn, and it's all gonna be processed, but I used the silk to make this. And it tastes like corn so much, it's like crazy. So if you like the flavor of corn, you would like this. It's so good and refreshing and so good for you. So see what you can do with your corn. Make sure you process it, and it could be easy like this. Keep smiling.
And still to come on your 19 News, Michael Ludlam has your look at sports. He has the highlights as over a dozen schools meet for the 2nd annual Wildcat Cross Country Invitational. And a few more high school football teams get together for a 3-team scrimmage. Mike tells us how it went when we come back.
50 years ago, I prayed this prayer, and it changed my life, and it can change your life. You see, I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and my life was in a mess. And I just got on my knees one night, and I said, God, I've sinned against you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. And I said, I believe Jesus Christ is your Son, and I believe that he took my sins to the cross, and he died and shed his blood for my sins, and that he was buried, and that you raised him to life, and I'd like to invite him to come into my heart right now. And I prayed that prayer, and God heard my prayer, and he forgave me, and he'll forgive you, and he'll cleanse you and change your life starting today. Just pray this prayer. So say, God, I'm a sinner. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I believe Jesus is your Son. I want to trust him as my Savior and follow him as my Lord from this day forward. Amen. If you prayed that prayer, I want you to call right now that number that's on the screen. Call that number, and may God bless you.
Tonight, could you benefit from a massive new lawsuit over soaring rent prices? Then, now that the DNC is over, where do the Harris and Trump campaigns go from here? And she had no idea her lemonade stand to honor her mom would lead to such an outpouring on the CBS Evening News.
She's fair.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
WZMQ, home to CBS, The Talk, and 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. 15 high schools sent cross-country runners to Marquette for the 2nd annual Wildcat Invitational, a pleasant day for running 5 kilometers. We'll start with the boys. The course crisscrossed its way behind the Superior Dome, and it would go around the soccer field, which gave us a chance to have Lake Superior coming up in the background. And here it comes right there. Then they would go south toward 3rd Street and through a section behind the Peace building and eventually behind the dome again and winding its way back to the finish line. Everyone was chasing Marquette's Seppi Camilli, and nobody was able to catch the Sentinel senior as he reached the finish line in 15 minutes, 52.2 to be exact. His teammate, another senior, James Barsh, was the runner-up, and close behind Barsh was Munising's Danny Goss in 3rd. Taking a look at the results, in fourth place was Peter Argyropoulos of Marquette. Rorik Holmquist of the Sentinels was fifth. Taking a look at the team results, Marquette won easily with Alpena second. Then it was Gladstone. Westwood wins the tiebreaker for fourth, followed by Stevenson. Sentinels had 13 runners in the top 20. To the girls. On the far right side of the screen, in orange, Newberry Samantha Taylor and Abby Taylor made a bid for the lead, followed by Stevenson's Faith Kappert in the white shirt. After going behind the soccer field for the first time, Taylor and Taylor were in front with everybody else chasing them along Lake Superior. Past the 2-mile mark, Newberry Samantha Taylor had a solid advantage as the runners went around the soccer field for the second time, and Samantha would cruise to victory in 19 minutes, 24.4 seconds, about 44 seconds faster than the runner-up, Monet Argyropoulos of Marquette, the only senior in the top 5, and Newberry sophomore Abby Taylor was third, a few strides ahead of Marquette freshman Evelyn Grant. And as you look at the results, in fifth place was Ella Fury of Marquette, just under 21 minutes. Team results, Marquette again the titleist with Alpena second, Munising third, and Gladstone gets the tiebreaker over Kingsford. 2 other races were held before the high school events. NMU and Bay College women traversed the 5-kilometer course, a good way for them to start the season under relaxed conditions. NMU junior Maddie Szymanski won the race, 18 minutes, 33.5 seconds, with another Wildcat junior, Jana Hoving, second, about 20 seconds later. Bay College has a full men's team this year, and they had the course to themselves for the men's race, and they would do quite well, obviously, crossing the finish line without a problem. The Marquette and Calumet High School varsity football teams traveled to Westwood for a 3-team scrimmage. Westwood was able to break a couple big plays on the Copper Kings defense on the first play, moving the ball inside the Calumet 5-yard line. But Calumet would turn the tables on the second play, stuffing a running play for a short gain. These are the kinds of things you don't learn until you collide with players in pads and different jerseys.
To our kids this last couple of weeks is we don't really talk about what Marquette and Westwood are going to do per se in the scrimmage. We just kind of want to see what our guys do and how they adjust in a live game situation. And I thought our guys did a great job through the scrimmage and slowly got better each play.
One thing that I wanted to make sure that we were doing is improving our offensive line play. You know, and obviously me being an offensive lineman background, I wanted to make sure that we take pride in what we do. I told my guys that, hey, we don't really get our names in the paper, we don't really get the limelight, but you know, we're the most important people on the team. We got to make the holes for our guys. We got to make our guys look pretty.
We concentrated on the Copper Kings and Patriots today because we met the Sentinels last week. Calumet opens the season next Thursday at home against West Iron County. Westwood begins the campaign on the road next Thursday at Mark River Harris. As we mentioned previously, Marquette starts at home next Thursday against Gladstone. The Sentinels' second game is at Alpena, but it's on Friday, September 6th, not Saturday the 7th, just to keep everybody's schedule in shape. Girls tennis this afternoon, or actually this morning, Negaunee defeated Gladstone 8-0, and that's all from here, Kevin. Let's talk more about the weather.
All right, sounds good. What's going to have to come up after the break, Mike? I think the worst is behind us when it comes to the rain for the weekend. Air lets us know for sure in the outlook when we come back in 2.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're our
25 years of fun, and you're invited. It's the silver anniversary of the Downtown Marquette Farmers Market. Come celebrate with us every Saturday morning at the Marquette Commons. From 9 to 1, you'll find a wide variety of local foods, produce, art, and so much more. Plus, the Wednesday night farmers market on the 100 block of West Washington Street is back from 5 to 8. For more information, visit mqtfarmersmarket.com. The Farmers Market is presented by the Marquette TDA and sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
Hey, Pop. Need a favor.
Son, can I at least get a sip of tea?
Yeah, do your thing, man. have from school today?
Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr. are bringing the laughs into Papa's house. October 21st, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
It's hilarious. Hidden camera. Hijinks. The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Right now, we've got some 70s hanging out, but we are expecting to be in the 60s for our lows this evening, especially the low 60s. That is where our lows will be on Saturday as we whip through there. We're expecting 70s and some isolated showers and thunderstorms as we continue tonight into Saturday. And then looking ahead to Tuesday, yes, that's the first day of school for West Iron County as well as Ishpeming Public Schools. 75 to 85 degrees, chances of showers and thunderstorms are possible.
All right, thanks a lot, Air. And we'll have more for you tonight at 11. We'll see you then.